Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more My Next Life as a Villainess, going to get all of the, other ends for Keith's route. So we're working on load save file 1, which is our doom end 1, and then we have another doom end and a good end, and then we still have to do Keith's little after story, his memory scenario that unlocked when we got our good ending. So anyway, we're gonna skip. I think, is this the game that somebody said you can just skip to the next choice? I don't remember if it's this one or I have no idea. But we're just gonna let it skip through because, whatever. It doesn't take that long, and I don't know which button does what in this. Because this game's a little weird with its buttons. Is this one? Anyway, so I'm assuming 1 vote to search for an inflatable swim ring. Yes. And do we agree we should prepare a pool floaty? Yes! Okay, so. It's not, it could be the plus button, I'm not sure. Bird, don't buy the headset, you're being a jerk. You need to just simmer the fuck down. So, anyway. Look, I'm trying to fix my sweater so you can sit comfortably, but, you're kind of being a pain in my ass. So, simmer down. I must be this one, but I just don't know. Stop it, Bird! Don't make me mad, I'll throw you. I will take you and I will chuck you over the banister. You can fly, you'll be fine. Don't worry. I know we could just skip to the next choice, but I'm not really... Again, I don't know. Is it just... That's not working. No. No. I don't know which button does it, because it's not... Stop it! Damn, Bird. Is it it doesn't work while you're in the midst of skipping. So, if it was this one, I have no idea what fucking button it is. I don't want to hit all the buttons and screw things up because. Okay, hold on. Options. Let's skip text. Toggle, skip red, line jump. Backlog. I don't know. No, because that's the backlog. Unread area inputs. Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. All right, so it's that one. Jump to input or whatever is, not what I would have expected, or whatever it said. Anyway. I'm still worried about Rozzy. Anyway, but I'm still worried about Rozzy. What? Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine. I swear. Don't worry. We'll take care of him, so hurry up and leave. And on that note, you and you over there, you look healthy enough. Get out. Okay. See, the only problem is then it's hard to hit the next. Okay. Anyways, I poke around looking for... But see, then I get to points like this and I'm like, what the fuck was happening while we were doing it? So sometimes skipping along, I'm like, okay, cool, I know we're looking around in the other medical offices, I guess. So, anyway. As I poke around looking for other clues, I trip over myself and fall to the ground. Ow! While I'm on the floor, I notice something under the bed. There's a round button on the wall. Huh, what's this? I reach under the bed and press the button. Another hidden room? Entrance? The wall in front of me slowly moves to the side, revealing a narrow tunnel with only room for one person to pass through. Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. A hidden passage? What in the world? I'm stunned. Suddenly I heard loud footsteps coming from outside the office. What? The daughter of the Clays family escaped? That's what I told you to tie her up! Oh god, we're gonna be in so much trouble! We'll tie her up after we find her. She must be around here somewhere. Look for her, now! She can't have gone far. Where did she go? They'll tie me up if they find me. I wasn't trying to escape. I was only trying to look around the other offices. But But now that I'm under the bed, I look incredibly suspicious. They're not going to believe me. They might put me under close watch. I doubt they'll allow me to go visit Keith anymore. I should just run away for now and return to my room without getting caught. I crawl into the hidden passage, and this is how we die. To my surprise, I reach the pool. Why is there a hidden passage to the pool? That must be the vote to search for a pool floaty triggers the ending up here. Although, I'm still worried about Rozzy doesn't help, I guess, but I'm surprised, but feeling the sun and the sea breeze after being cooped up inside for so long, I feel quite relaxed. A pool, huh? I can really go for a swim right about now. Then we should prepare a pool floaty so we can survive the shipwreck. We'll definitely be fine if we do that. Oh yeah, my plan. I was gonna look for a pool floaty. See. I visited this pool earlier, so I already know where the floaties are. I obtain the floaty and pump it up, but... Oh no, I can't get back in! Every time I try to sneak back into the room, a pirate's nearby. I pace around the pool, feeling hopeless. Hey, did you find her? No, seriously, where the heck is she? Oh dear, they're coming! I know they'll be furious when they find me. I grab my floaty in a hurry and start to climb up the mast of the ship. Okay. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Phew, I'll be safe here. Who would ever expect to find me, the daughter of the Duke, all the way up here? I planned to wait here until the pirates stopped looking for me, but I noticed someone in the observatory. Huh? Is that Ryle? He's too far, so I can't really tell. I try to get a closer look. All of a sudden, the waves make the ship start to rock back and forth. What? Perhaps I was leaning forward too much. I try to grab the mast, but I slip. Are we going to end up floating in the ocean and dying painfully? In the ocean? Oh. Instead of falling onto the deck, I fell straight into the ocean. In a flash, I'm surrounded by cold, salty seawater. Realizing my situation, I start to panic. Do I have my pool floaty with me? But also, my dress is probably really motherfucking heavy. Wait, seriously? No! Somebody help me! Oh yeah, I have my pool floaty. I thank myself for that strategy meeting. If I hadn't grabbed that pool floaty earlier, there's no way I could have survived this. If we hadn't thought about the pool floaty, we wouldn't be in this situation. Second, I haven't survived this yet. This one pool floaty isn't going to get me out of the ocean. I try to shout as loud as I can to call for help, but there's no way anyone on that large ship can hear me. As I float on the vast open sea, I watch with bewilderment as the vinculum slowly gets smaller as it gets further and further away. Oh. One with the sea. Wow, that just was like, nope, okay, we're just floating on the ocean till we die, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's do our doom ending number 2 before we do our good ending. Nope, this is the one we want. Okay. Earth Bump will be strong enough to turn the tables. We're gonna get our doom end 2. We're gonna use it on the guard. Okay. So using it on set still leads to a good ending. Not our best ending, but that's fine. And using it on the guard gets the doom ending because if we try to use it on him, like what did I say? Like, oh, we use the bump and then he slits our throat by accident. Okay, probably. All right. I can use it on the bodyguard and run away while he stumbles. Come forth, Earth Bump! Whoa! Great, he lost his balance. Now I can get out of this situation. However, in the moment he stumbles, bodyguard's knife stabs my throat. Oh, I should have seen this coming. Of course his knife would stab my throat if he loses his balance. What did I say? There's nothing I can do anymore. I've collected a doom flag. I can't believe I was killed by a random guy. Not even a pirate or a romanceable character. What a boring bad end! What the heck? I don't want to die like some side character! Is that literally it? As my consciousness fades, I think I can hear the voices of my family from my previous life echoing in my mind. You idiot! Murdered like an NPC! I think that might be my favorite bad end title. Oh my god. Oh my god. I do like the fact that, like, Atome Kitten's Guide just says, like, Katarina Doomend 2. It doesn't tell you the titles. That's funny as shit. Oh my god. Murdered like an NPC. Oh god. Alright. So now we'll get our good end, and then that's it. And again, we have to do the thing. Okay, so we're going to use it on set. All right, I can use it on the premiere and run away when he stumbles. Come forth, Earth Bump! I called forth my magic in my mind. The ground just beneath the premier's feet suddenly raises 2 inches. That's funny because we got points for Keith with that, but I guess we don't get as many points, so you have to be perfect. This is not like, oh, if you get like 60 or above, you're good. This is like one fucking choice means the difference. You know what I mean? Huh. What the? Since he wasn't expecting it, the Premier trips and falls down on his bottom. Take that! That was the power of Earth Bump! Lord Set! Now's my chance. As Set's bodyguard gets distracted by his lord's fall, I kick him as hard as I can. Ugh! He retracts the knife as he lurches backwards. I don't miss this opportunity. I'm able to break myself free. I was wondering if any of this was similar. My neck hurts a little bit, but the knife only made a small cut. I can handle it. I must flee. Back to the mansion. There's no time to lose. Fortunately, we're right in front of the mansion. If I run there, I can call for help. This is basically the same. Wait! Don't let her go! Kill her! Set's bodyguard chases me. I can hear him behind me, swinging his knife. I run as fast as I can. Didn't he throw his knife at Riles? So, like... Thing. This murderous intent. This is exactly the feeling I had every time I passed by the library in the vinculum. No, I don't think I can make it. Hee. I love the Cunnins. Sister! Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is going to be the same thing. Keith's going to be using his magic. Okay. I'm just going to let us skip through this. Okay. So, Keith uses his magic. We interrogate Ryle. Find out Ryle was born without magic, so he hates magic. And then, like, don't people, like, love you and shit? And he's like, oh, right, my wife! Jesus, man, your hatred of magic users was so intense you forgot about your wife? I thought she was ill, though, too, so it's like, you know. Anyway, and then we get rescued by the Navy. And we're having our conversation with Keith. Are we going to kiss him? Probably. Get a new CG in this one. So we had that one before where we get kissy-kissed. Oopsie. Nope. Don't do that. We don't need to be copyrighted. Already got copyright strikes on a couple of the earlier ones. I'm not sure why. That's why I turned the background music way the fuck down, because I was like, maybe it's the background music. It could have been bits and pieces of that if we didn't skip it or I didn't turn the volume down fast enough. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think so, because it was in the first couple of parts. I'm not sure. So anyway, it's been 1 year since the incident. Damn. Lady Katarina, congrats on your graduation! Lady Katarina, you're my biggest inspiration. I'll always wish for your happiness and success. Today's the day of our graduation. I'm surrounded by our juniors and my childhood friends. We've been through so much, but I'm so glad that I'm finally graduating. I know this is supposed to be the academy now, but this was Ryle's house in the flashback. Ryle was flashing or talking about like people having magic, and they went to this background. I thought it was his house. But, like, I guess it's supposed to be the academy, so why was he thinking about... I don't know, whatever, anyway. So many things have happened during these past 2 years at the Magic Academy. In my first year, I thought I was doomed. But somehow I made it out alive. I guess Ryle would be thinking because, like, all the noble people go to the academy, I guess. Then, during spring break, pirates took over a ship my friends and I were on, and we were almost sold to a slave market. 1 year ago, on that day, after Silva and the Weiss pirates left us, a Quidian ship came to our rescue. After almost getting killed, we safely returned to Sorcier. Net, Ryle, and the bodyguard all needed medical treatment and were left in Quid. After we returned home, the incident was officially investigated. However, the statement that was released about the incident framed it as a simple pirate attack, so Ryle's crimes remain unknown to the public. I've heard some people feel sorry for us because we were victims of a pirate attack. I think the royal family handled everything quite nicely, if I do say so myself. As for me, I was able to peacefully break off my engagement to Prince Jordo. Jordo's been very supportive. He said, if that's your wish, then we shall break off our engagement. And I was able to spend the rest of my last year at the Magic Academy happily with my friends. And now, on the day of our graduation, Keith and I are finally engaged. Okay, whoa! How is the good ending getting engaged, but the best ending we're just like happy drinking tea and eating cookies? Don't get me wrong, that CG was amazing, but we get engaged in the good ending? Not the best one? I mean, okay, but like, I guess because we had to wait a year? But, like, what the fuck? Lady Katarina, congrats on your graduation and your engagement! Thank you, everyone! After receiving my celebratory bouquet with a smile, my girlfriends ran through the crowd to find me. Lady Katarina, congrats on your engagement! But if you ever get fed up with Lord Keith, you have to tell us immediately. I'll do anything to help you. I'll even help you escape to a foreign country and start your life anew. I thought she was going to talk about helping me bury the body, but Jordo will help with that. Jordo's going to make the body, because he's going to kill him. I'll help too, and I'll come with you. Please let me go with you, Lady Katarina. Thanks, girls, but you don't have to worry. She's right. We're gonna be just fine. I mean, Keith brings me cookies when I'm tired, so like, fuck yeah, we're gonna be great. And so, Keith and I graduate from the Magic Academy alongside our friends. Now, my easygoing life as Keith's fiancé finally begins. Or at least that's what I thought. Katarina, today I'll have you study proper etiquette. Your manners as a young lady are simply unacceptable. Ugh, Mother, my stomach hurts today, so perhaps another day. You'll be the wife of the future Duke. I cannot allow you to continue being the shameful daughter of the Clays family like you are now. Oh, Mother, please. Mother grabs me by the scruff of the neck and drags me away, despite my protests. After hearing about our engagement, Mother's been so excited about preparing for the wedding ceremony. Mother was against my engagement with Jordo because she thought I'd never be a good princess consort, but she doesn't think you're going to be a good anything. God, your mother's kind of horrible. I mean, to be fair, are you a good noble? Not at all. Because you have the sensibilities of a modern woman trying to stuff yourself, an awkward modern woman. Okay, it's not even like, well, let me talk to you about modern sensibilities in a very, like, mature way. You have the sensibilities of a woman who lived in the modern age who is awkward and still a teenage girl, okay? That now is shoved into a society that's basically like prehistoric over here. And yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Like, I mean, come on. Although for the last 8 years or so, you'd think you would have learned a thing or two, but like, nah, you're like permanent. But then again, at the same time, when you were 8, your past life bumped into your head and you remember being a 16, 17-year-old girl. So like, you really haven't aged at all in the last like 8 years. That's actually kind of astounding. But like, to be fair, if you right now woke up in the body of somebody like 10 years younger than you, 15 years younger than you, whatever, like, okay, you wake up in the body of someone half your age, you're probably not gonna like, your personality is not gonna go from like who you are to like magically sophisticated, or in the next 10 years, like in her case, she was a teenager, woke up in the body of an 8-year-old. She's not gonna age 8 more years in those 8 years. She's still just gonna be a teenage girl the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? So like, You're not gonna, like, not gonna change, so. Anyway, I never expected her to be so excited about my marriage with Keith. Even Father... Katerina, about your dress for the wedding. I think you'd look gorgeous in blue. But of course you still need your traditional white dress, so how about you get another one made? Oh, Father, I think one wedding dress is quite enough. Nonsense, Katerina. You're the daughter of the Duke. Of course we must go all out and have a proper wedding ceremony. She's right, Katerina. This is one of your duties as a noble woman. I've already called the dressmaker, so follow me. Oh, I don't want to. I'd rather go to dressmaking than sit here and learn manners. Just like Mother, Father drags me away. You're like, Keith is the Duke. I'm just his fucking arm piece. Why do I gotta learn all this shit? But like, make me learn the piano now. Keith doesn't give a crap. This is how I spend my days after graduation. Preparing for my wedding and married life. But you know what's funny about this? They're gonna prepare you for your wedding. Like, oh, you gotta get your dress. You gotta do this. You gotta be a proper lady. You gotta know how to set a table. You gotta hold the cup of tea. You gotta be proper. Preparing you for your wedding and your married life. But they're not gonna teach you. Thank God, again, you're a modern woman, so you understand this. But if you grew up in this time, you're gonna get your wedding night and be like, what the fuck is that? And where do you want to put it? Unless you had friends that talked to you about this shit. You're gonna have no fucking clue what is expected of you in the marital duties and like the wedding night. They don't tell you that shit. If you watched Bridgerton, that was actually one of the funniest parts. Like Daphne gets married and then it's like, or is getting married or whatever, and it's like, yo, you should prepare your daughter for what the fuck is gonna happen. Like, holy shit. This is like if no one prepared you as a woman for your period ever, as a, like you never knew it was gonna happen, and all of a sudden when you're like, oh my god, where's this blood coming from? You would freak the fuck out and think you were dying. Okay? As it is back in my day. Because I'm old as fuck, but like, it was like, okay, your period's gonna have blood, but like, you still didn't know enough. You still didn't know enough. You know what I mean? You thought it was going to be like, I'm just going to be like pouring blood profusely at him. I mean, yes. Technically, yes. But also, like, it doesn't just, you don't just like wake up and it's on like a faucet. You got spotting, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, they didn't teach you enough then, but at least they warned you, hey, one of these days your life's going to start to suck. You know? And it's going to do that forever. And then you're going to be so relieved when you hit menopause. But then all your hormones are going to be out of whack and you're going to grow a mustache and shit. I mean, like, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, wait, that doesn't sound fun either. None of this sounds fun. I didn't sign up for any of this. No. But you know what I mean? But could you imagine not knowing anything about sex? And then finding that out the hard way? Literally? Oh my god. What the fuck? So I guarantee you, Mother's not teaching us this shit. But again, we know because we're like, I read that shit. Don't get me wrong. I had that porn manga on my... I had that Boys Love anime. I know. She knows some shit. She was just as weeby as the rest of us, okay? I have to choose my dress, my jewelry, even the flowers to decorate the venue. Well, that's typical wedding planning, so... Even though Father and Keith are doing most of the preparation, there are still so many things for me to do. I'm quite busy. Not only that, but Mother's been lecturing me about my poor manners every day. Tiring me out. Not like we have to get married right away. Why do we have to rush? I mean, I'll tell you why you want to rush. I mean, because, like, you can't really bone your brother until you're legal. Married. But, I mean, you can. Actually, sneaking around would be more fun. Because of my tight schedule, I haven't even had the chance to talk with Keith at all. Why can't I? I'm finally engaged to him! This is why it's not the best ending, because if it was, it would be like, we're engaged! And we'd be having that moment on the couch. This one is like, I don't even get to see my boyfriend! So I decide to ditch my schedule. Awesome. Love this. Phew! Nobody will find me here. Am I in a tree? I climbed to the top of a tree in our mansion's garden and let out a sigh of relief. Yep. I saw the tree, so I figured she wasn't sitting under it. I can feel a gentle breeze up here. It feels so good. I stretch my arms wide. It's so long since I felt this free. So exhausted. Mother is so strict. Yeah, she'll die soon, don't worry. Just saying, it's the oldie time. She's TikTok. I'm glad that I'm marrying Keith, and I'm so excited for my wedding ceremony. But it doesn't have to be such a huge party. I'd much prefer a smaller ceremony with just my closest friends and relatives. But my parents have other ideas. Mother wants to uphold the Clay's family reputation, and Father wants a grand wedding for his precious daughter. Keith looks busy preparing to become the future Duke as well. We live in the same mansion, yet I hardly ever get to see him anymore. Isn't that unfair? I want to see him. There you are, Katerina. What are you doing up there? What? Am I hearing things? I look in the direction of the voice. Keith is there below the tree, looking up at me. He has a smile on his face, looking amused. Of course, you know what's going to be fun someday when you're stressed being the Duchess? He's going to be like, hold on. Dad, where's Mommy? Hold on, kids. He's going to be out there like, Woody, what the fuck are you doing in the tree? She's still going to be climbing the fucking tree. I just didn't want to deal with it. Mom's still being a bitch. I thought she would die. She's like 80. We live in ye olde time. Shouldn't she have died at like 40 by now? Like, that's so horrible. But her mom's kind of a bitch, so. Keith? Is that really you? Why are you here? And Mother can't see you here from her room, right? And isn't this your favorite tree? I thought you'd be here, so I came looking for you. Wow, Keith is sharp as always. I mean, he knows you. He's your brother. Like, I mean, he may not be blood related to you, but he is your brother. He grew up with you. He probably knows you better than anybody else, so. We grew up together. Of course he knows me better than I literally I did not read that, I swear. I wasn't even looking at it when I was thinking that. My eyes were nowhere near. I clicked the button and I was like when I talk, I like look around my room. I don't like stare at the screen and like, oh my god. But yes, this exact thing. Oh dear god. Anyway, he knows me better than anyone else. So, are you here to take me back to Mother? I start to sweat as I look at him with pleading eyes. He only smiles and shakes his head. If I take you back to Mother, I can't spend time with you. And not at all. Actually, I told Mother to let you take a break from marriage prep today. What? You did? You've been working so hard. Both have. I decided to take a holiday today too. I climb up there too. Keith smiles, tilting his head. I'm so glad we finally have the chance to talk again. I nod excitedly. Can you even climb a tree in the first place? Because of my previous life, I'm a tree climbing expert. Keith hasn't climbed a tree since he was a child. I'm afraid he might fall, but Keith rolls up his sleeves and, surprisingly, he starts to climb the tree skillfully. I'm sorry, but Keith is like best husband material, because like, when you're frustrated with the world, you're going to be up this tree, and he is going to literally be like, he knows exactly where you're hiding. He's going to climb up this fucking tree, and he's going to have a pocket full of cookies. He's literally going to climb up the tree with snacks. You know it! And I can't. How are you winning? Easily, he slides next to me on the branch I'm comfortably sitting on. Oh my god, and we're getting a CG with us in the tree together. Oh dear god, look how beautiful he is. Hup. Keith, that was incredible! I didn't know you could climb trees so easily. Have you been climbing regularly? This is lovely. Of course not. So long, but this was the tree you taught me to climb, so I thought I might still be able to. Oh, was it this tree? All of the trees in this garden are so easy to climb, so I can't remember which tree it was. Keith has such a great memory. It's adorable that he remembered exactly which tree. As I'm thinking that, he gently touches the trunk of the tree with an affectionate gaze. I'm positive. I treasure that memory. I'd never be mistaken about a memory with you. Keith. How is this only the good ending? Oh, my heart. It always makes me feel so warm and happy when Keith audibly cherishes his memories with me. I'm so grateful for this moment. Me too, I'm gonna cry. Thank you. So sorry I've forgotten it. It's alright. I didn't expect you to remember. I can cherish our memories for the both of us. Keith smiles at me. He really is so kind. But I'll never forget any of the memories we make from here on out. Even if I forget all of the other nobles I've met in this life, I want to remember all of my memories with Keith. Well, I do have the memory of a goldfish. At the academy, I'd always forget everything I learned right after taking an exam. Okay, but don't push yourself too hard, alright? And more than anything else, I just want you to be happy. I love the fact that he loves us, even though, again, we have the memory of a goldfish and we're kind of an idiot. But hey, we're a kind, nice one, so. Keith smiles and pats my head. Oh, Keith, you're so kind. If he continues to spoil me with affection like this, I'm sure I'll be a happy wife. Thank you, Keith. I love you. What? This is enough to make Keith blush furiously. His face has never been this red. That's adorable, though. We're getting married. Of course I love you. But you're like, I love you. And he's like, oh, I mean, thing. So cute. Keith is supposed to be a playboy and fortune lover. In reality, he's just a shy boy. It makes me feel shy, too. We've both been so busy that we hardly got to see each other. I wanted to tell him I love you more often, but... I can't even look at him. I blush and look down, and Keith combs my hair with his fingers. He presses his lips softly against the tips of my hair. Too, Katerina. Keith's sweet smile overwhelms me. I feel flustered. He gently takes my hand and leans in closer to me. So excited for our wedding, aren't you? We kiss secretly at the top of our tree. Nobody's here except for us. Heart starts to race. I can hear the leaves rustle with the wind. I want to remember this day forever. Ugh. Ugh. That was a great, good ending. I love that. I'm sorry. We get to plan our wedding and oh! But wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, that's true. We get the other CG in the, memory scenario. Okay. Oh, wait. We've already done this one. I just don't want to, this is the one that was in his route. I just want to open them so they don't say new. You know what I mean? Yes, don't you dare. Yeah, because I just want to make sure. Yeah, we got fishy first. We did tea time. I don't like that it doesn't say, because you didn't read it here. You know, that it always says new. The power of food. Did we read that one? We did. Oh, right, because that was when we couldn't fit into our dress and he was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Date on the town. This is our last one. Katerina and I are officially a couple. At Katerina's insistence, we're disguised as merchants to explore the town. And so... Keith, hurry up! I feel rather concerned about Katerina's flapping skirt. I can't wait to see the outfits they put us in for this, then. I thought the same thing when we once visited a farmer. Katerina seems to like these types of dresses that are easier to move in. But perhaps that's why she's more active than usual. It's made me nervous since we arrived. Katerina, we still have time, so don't rush. Here, let's hold hands. Oh my god, what do you want, Bird? Simmer the fuck down. Do you want me to pet you, or are you trying to snuggle? What are you doing? You just keep moving. Sit. Sit. Why are you not a good dog? You're a bad dog. My Bird. You're so cute, but you're so annoying. I love you, even when you're annoying. What do you want? You're so fidgety. I hold out my hand to stop Katerina from being too wild. She chokes on her words for a moment, but slowly takes my hand. Second, was that... I see her blush a little. Is Katerina looking at me romantically? Though we are officially a couple, it often seems to slip her mind, and she acts the way she always has. And despite my anxiety, it seems we truly are a couple now. And perhaps calling her Katerina was the correct decision, although every once in a while you can whip out the sister in the bedroom, I'm just saying. So happy. I grip her hand with my fingers entangled with hers. Keith. Hey, let's go. You wanted to discover some new confectionaries, right? Whisper in her ear and she nods bashfully, face completely red. So adorable, I think I might explode. We're really a couple. But we really are a couple. I have to stress that. Walking with her hand in hand, realize this fact all over again. After we visit all of the new confectionaries and buy snacks, we rest in the plaza. I'll go get us some drinks. You take a rest, Katerina. All right, thank you, Keith. Katerina at a bench in the park, I head to a nearby stall to buy some juice. And this is like a dream. Katerina and I are a couple, but we're having a date on the town. As I return, thoughts full of what we should do next, I met with a surprising sight. For some reason, an unfamiliar little girl is sitting on Katerina's lap in tears. What is this? No, you're wrong, Keith. I didn't make her cry. Don't recall saying that. It seems like this girl was separated from her mother, so I went to check on her, but she began to cry even more. It's all because of my villainous face. I let her sit on my lap so she wouldn't have to see me. Don't exactly understand what she means by villainous face, but summary, it seems that Katerina was comforting the little girl by letting her sit on her lap while waiting for me to return. And I don't think the girl was crying because of Katerina's face. It was because she was very scared, all alone, and Katerina found her when she was desperate for a friendly face. Truth, Katerina's troubled expression is the furthest thing from scary. She's more beautiful than ever. But what should we do? We should try to find her mother, but we need to get her information. But first, we need to get her to stop crying. And with that in mind, I kneel down, holding the juice I bought, and look into her eyes. Would you like some juice, miss? I hold out my own juice to the girl, and she looks at me stunned, pausing her tears. For a moment, she stares blankly, but then she nods slightly and takes the juice in her hands. She looks a lot like Katerina when she was younger. After drinking the juice, the girl completely stops crying. It seems she liked it, and it somewhat restores her mood. Here, this is yours, Katerina. Thanks, Keith. But what about yours? Did you... I'll just get another one later. Then let's share. I'll have some first. Katerina declares, taking the juice from my hand and drinking it. Oh my god, let's not freak out about an indirect kiss when we've actually had our tongues down each other's throats, okay? Share. I'm not too parched, so I thought it would be fine to buy one later, but it makes me smile when Katerina shows she's thinking about me. Anyway, isn't it hard holding her for so long? I can take her for a while. Oh, I'm doing okay. No, I want to... No, I want to stay with her. I'm assuming that's the little girl. Can't do it when there's three voices and I don't know who's talking. The girl clung to Katerina, and she really seems to like her lap. So cute. Katerina looks so happy. I grin wryly, watching Katerina hug the girl tight with a smile. I guess Katerina's happy the girl is depending on her. As Katerina and I wait for the girl to finish her juice, I can feel the townspeople's eyes on us. Look at that! That young married couple looks so in love! Aren't they adorable? They must be newly married. And those matching outfits. Married? I hadn't anticipated people would see us as a married couple. My cheeks burn, and they're like, and they already have a kid. That's when I realized the girl's outfit looks a lot like Katerina's own dress. Both are wearing red skirts, and they do somewhat resemble a mother and daughter. It seems she didn't overhear that conversation, but... we gonna call us that one day? Wait a second. It's still far too early to be thinking about that. No, it's not! I love that we have our wedding coming up in a year. Getting ahead of myself, I shake my head, trying to calm down. The girl seems to be calmer too, so we stand up to get searching for a mother. But then... Mommy! The girl suddenly leaps from Katerina's lap and runs off. The girl runs toward a woman who pulls her into an embrace, relief written upon her face. She then looks at us in surprise. Oh my! Were you two looking after my daughter? Yes. We're glad to see she's found her mother. Thank goodness! I don't know who's saying what, but anyway. Thank goodness! Don't get lost again, okay?
Okay, thank you for the juice, mister.
You even got her juice. Thank you very much. I apologize for troubling you. The mother tries to pay for it, but we quickly decline. Soon the two head home. I'm relieved we got the girl to stop crying and reunite with her mother. But Katerina is still sitting on the bench, lets out a sigh. Whew, I'm glad she found her mother. Yeah, me too. Oh, here, Keith, have some of this juice. Katerina holds the drink out to me with a smile. It seems she's intent on keeping her promise from earlier. But this timing is... To be honest, I was hoping to do something like this on today's date, but it's a tad embarrassing after the earlier commentary. But get married one day, right? Yeah, in a year. My cheeks grow hot again as the words cross my mind. Keith? No, I can buy another one. Go ahead and finish that one, Katerina. I run to the stall as quick as my legs can carry me. To look at her now would be too much. But the gossip from earlier pursues me mercilessly. I spend quite a while fighting my embarrassment. Oh, oh, and that's the CG. It looks like we're a little happy family. Oh, they had to make the little girl blonde like it's our daughter. Stop it. You know I don't like it when games force kids on me, but you know exactly when like he came back and there was like a kid involved. You know damn well that is exactly what they wanted you to get out of that is like he's like, "Oh, someday that's could be my family." You know what I mean? You know that's the hint they were giving you and I didn't hate it. I don't love it because I don't like the idea of children. I don't like kids. I don't want kids and I don't like that games force babies on me. But don't get me wrong. I still see like I still have the little bit of whatever hormones in my uterus are like, you know, good dads are hot though. Still don't want kids involved, but like I see the appeal when you're like, man, a man's a good dad that's sexy or like, you know what I mean? I get it. I get it. So like there is something adorable about this. You're like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Like and like Keith's just sitting there like, but like look at Keith in the little vest. Oh, it's so adorable. Oh. She would absolutely have blue eyes though, because we got blue eyes too, so but still. That's the only thing. They were like, no, we'll make her eyes green so it doesn't look like we're like saying, see, this is you in the future with your family. That's exactly what these fuckers were doing. But anyway. I love this one so much. So this is the one we're going to use here for this one. But I wanted to do the other one first before we came here. So, good times. I'm glad we did the little ending thing. I mean, it would have been better to do it at the end of the best ending. But, I mean... You know, we went like 30 minutes over, so fits here perfectly fine here. I actually, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the best ending too because I like the fact that he brought us snacks and whatever. But I love this good ending. Like I don't know. To me, I'm like they're samesies. Like I don't think one is like way better than the other. Like there was probably more fluff in the best ending, and the good ending was. Mother's trying to drag me into wedding planning, blah, 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 I don't want it. And then we had this little fluff at the end, you know, where the best ending was more of the fluff. Well, not really even, you know? I don't know. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Anyway, I love them both, so. Keith is the MVP right now. Jesus Christ. I really feel bad because, like, the next route we're going to do is Alan. I feel bad for Alan because I don't know how you're going to show this up. And, like, I don't know how you're going to do it. And, like, out of the 4 original characters, Alan was the one that drew me in first. Keith was, like, a close second. You know, I was like, oh, Keith's kind of cute, though, too. But, like, Alan was my favorite out of the 4 originals. He just looks like the cold, stoic bastard. You know, he looks like a robot, and that's what I like. But... Keith had the brother angle going for him. So, like, you know. But we'll see. I don't know. This route was just fucking good. Keith is just fucking great. I don't know how you're going to top that, Alan. I don't know. I feel bad for Cardboard because he comes at the end and it's like, well, they shoved you in the middle and, like, you got to really turn it out. Because, like, Jordo's route was good. Keith, like, top notch. Alan's got a lot to live up to, and then Nickel, you gotta top all of them? I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible. But anyway. So yeah, I will see you guys. You know, for you it won't be that long. For me it'll be a while, but you know. Anyway, but I'll see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.